Rooted Table is a farm to table website for a client in North Dakota. It is a simple website that captures the farm to table restaurant, having a community garden, and sourcing local wines. We have a couple of sections here that are in the HTML. We have mission, menu, wine, community, hosting, and a contact section. These all have semantic HTML tags like the header, section tag, article tag, and footer tag. And then in the menu section, for example, we also have UL and LI tags. That's unordered lists and list tags to display those seasonal dishes. It's pretty straightforward to update and swap these menu items out when we need to change them. For the hosting section, we have divs, and basically it's just going to help us nest elements if we want to build in features like testimonials or event offerings in the future. The CSS is clean and it's polished. We have a very modern but a warm feel to this. One way we do that is with a gradient background. It's going to transition and create depth for visual impact. This basically pulls the viewer in and keeps them wanting to scroll. We have some tailored section styles as well. In the mission and hosting sections, for example, we have subtle background images that are going to add some texture and some depth without overshadowing the content. The way we do this is with background size and background position for those CSS properties. In the menu section, we have pretty clean typography and we have ample line spacing to draw attention to the offerings and maintain simplicity and readability. Now, the wine section, we have some accent colors to highlight call to action buttons and encourage user interaction as well. We also have Z-index for layering. You'll see the back to top button here as well. This is done with the Z-index property to ensure that that appears above other content. So this is going to solve a usability challenge, such as having overlapping sections. We also have hover effects as well. For instance, the Volunteer Today button, it's going to change colors and slightly enlarges on the hover. That's going to make viewers want to click and create engagement through that user experience. For the JavaScript, we're turning to functionality to address some of the common user experience challenges. We have smooth navigation. One way we do this is also with the back to top button. It's going to appear dynamically when the user scrolls down 200 pixels. That's going to encourage navigation to the top of the page if they want to quickly return to the top. The button also has a smooth scrolling effect, which is going to help with usability and give us that polished feel. We also have other dynamic interactions. We've got join our journey button and the volunteer button. And right now they just force us to go down to the contact section. In other words, contact and reach out, but they can be placeholders for the future. These can have modals, they can redirect forms, they can have dynamic content loaded, and that ensures scalability. So right now they just go to contacts, but we can iterate upon them and make them have more actions like redirecting to forms. We also have modular design here. These functions in the JavaScript are encapsulated, and this means that they're highly reusable. For example, if we need to add a new section, all we have to do is create a unique ID and then update the navigation bar as well as the JS. So it's pretty easy. This means that this website is really modular and it's very adaptable. It means that it's good to be future-proof for client growth. How we do that is with the navigation menu. It links dynamically to the section IDs and it allows us to introduce a new section to quickly update the nav and then add any necessary styling through the CSS and JavaScript functionality for that interactivity. In other words, the adaptability here through the code is going to allow our client to expand the web presence without overhauling the entire thing. They could add, for example, a featured farms section that can be added to showcase local suppliers or expand upon the wine selection, and that's just going to help brand their story. And it's going to enhance the value proposition, right? That's the value added. This is modular, it's scalable, it's easy to update. So Rooted Table is polished, it's thoughtful with its modularity, and it gives the client a good, solid foundation for evolving needs because the code is modular and scalable. So if they need to update seasonal menus, they can do it. If they need to engage with the community through those buttons or forms in the future, they can, and they can add new features. So this website is really built to grow with them as a brand, and it's just giving us a seamless experience for users.